For four drivers, the road to a championship comes to an end this Saturday night from Bristol as the round of 16 elimination race looms for the NASCAR Cup Series stars, the third and final race of the opening round of the playoffs where the field will be narrowed down to 12 championship contenders. All the racing action goes down in the annual summer tradition under the lights from the Last Great Colosseum, the Bristol Motor Speedway, where 40 gladiators take on 500 laps around the grueling Last Great Colosseum. This is your full race preview of everything to expect from the 2020 Bass Pro Shops NRA Bristol Night Race, the round of 16 elimination race in the NASCAR Cup Series playoffs. Let's have a look at your playoff standings following Richmond. Kevin Harvick and Brad Keselowski are both locked in by way of their wins. Harvick picked up the win at Darlington, and Keselowski a winner last Saturday night at Richmond. Denny Hamlin in the third spot in the standings. He is locked into the next round as well, 64 points ahead of the cut line. At fourth in the standings, Joey Logano needs just 9 points, and he is round of 12 bound. And Martin Truex Jr. in at number 19, 38 points over the cut line. Not a lot of concern there for MTJ. One of the biggest surprises of this playoffs comes in sixth place driver Austin Dillon. A lot of people had him written off as being eliminated in this round. Instead, he finds himself 36 points ahead of the cut line after back-to-back top 10 finishes for the first time in his career. Chase Elliott, fan favorite, sits 28 points ahead of the cut line. A little bit of a concern here for the number 9 camp, but not a lot, as Bristol is one of Chase's strongest tracks. His Hendrick teammates just 1 point back, that being 9th place driver Alex Bowman, who has a 27-point buffer over our playoff cut line. Then we go to defending series champion Kyle Busch in car number 18. He has only an 18-point advantage over our cut line, but again, Bristol being one of his best tracks as he's an 8-time winner at the Speedway in the Cup Series. Eric Almirola in the number 10. He sits 7 points ahead of the cut line, tying him with his former teammate Kurt Busch in that number 1. Both those drivers is 7 points over the cut line. Right now, that 12th and final advancing position is Clint Boyer in the number 14. He holds a 3-point advantage over William Byron, who won his way into these playoffs but has been faltering here as of late. Keep an eye out on that number 24, though, to show up at Bristol. This is going to be a great battle for who makes it into the round of 12. Don't count out the driver of the 41 either, Cole Custer. He's the Rookie of the Year and is 8 points behind a playoff cut line. He can easily race his way in. And then we have the two drivers that need to win a race if they're going to advance. At 15th spot in the standings, Matt DiBenedetto in at number 21. While it was a feel-good story to see him make the playoffs, unfortunately, that Cinderella story might have a fairy tale ending. Matt DiBenedetto, 25 points out of the playoff position, needing a win. And perhaps the biggest surprise of these playoffs so far, in the 16th and final playoff position there at the bottom of your screen, the number 12 of Ryan Blaney. Blaney picked up that win at Talladega, had a ton of momentum rolling into the playoffs. I myself had him advancing easily into the round of 12, but instead these playoffs have been nothing but hard for the driver to number 12, as his best finish here in these playoffs in these past two races is a 19th place run. Everything's gone bad for Ryan Blaney in these playoffs, and unless he gets a win at the Last Great Colosseum, the number 12 car is not going to the round of 12. He's 27 points behind that playoff cut line. Now let's have a look at your TV schedule ahead of the Bristol Night Race, with all of your racing action going down on Saturday night, September 19th, 2020, where at 7:30 p.m. you have the Bass Pro Shops NRA Bristol Night Race live on NBCSN. And now let's have a look at your 40 NASCAR Cup Series gladiators as their take to the Last Great Colosseum for the Bass Pro Shops Night Race. For Starcom Racing, welcoming brand new sponsors Boss Hoss Cycles. On the number 00 Chevy, it's rookie contender, that's Quinn Houff. Then for Chip Ganassi Racing, their duo of former series champions goes like this. In car number 1, the 6-time winner here at Bristol, most recently in 2018, it's the outlaw Kurt Busch. Driving in the Credit One Bank, number 42, a 4-time winner at this track in his career, Cambridge, Wisconsin's Matt Kenseth. Driving for Team Penske, their trio of Fords rolls like this. In the Discount Tire, number 2, it's the driver who won here in the spring, the deuce of Brad Keselowski. And then for the Advanced Auto Parts, number 12, we mentioned the driver who needs a win, YRB, Ryan Blaney. And Sliced Bread, Joey Logano's at the wheel, the Shell Pennzoil, number 22 Ford. Then for Richard Childress Racing, their duo of Chevys rolls like this. In the Bass Pro Shops Off-Road, number 3 Chevy, it's Welcome North Carolina's Austin Dillon, with a brand new paint scheme on the Childress Vineyards, number 8 Rookie of the Year contender in Tyler Reddick. For Stewart-Haas Racing, their quartet of Fords rolls like this. Driving into Busch Light, number 4, it's the closer, an 8-time winner this season, Kevin Happy Harvick, your series points leader. Then driving into Smithfield, number 10 Ford, it's A squared, Eric Almirola. And for Rush Truck Centers on car number 14, the driver who holds that 12th and final advancing playoff position, Clint Boyer. Sitting right behind him at our 15th spot in the playoff standings, he drives in the Haas Tooling CNC Automation number 41. That's Rookie of the Year, Cole Custer. Then for Roush Fenway Racing, their duo of Ford rolls like this. In the guaranteed rates, number 6 Ford, it's the Rocket Man, Ryan Newman. And driving for the Fastnell number 17, we have driver Chris Buescher. For Tommy Baldwin Racing with a brand new paint scheme on the Insurance King number 7, the driver running double duty this weekend, it's Josh Balicki. And then for Hendrick Motorsports, their quartet of Chevys rolls like this. Leading the way, he's in the Napa Auto Parts number 9, the driver who came oh so close to picking up the win here in the spring, it's Chase Elliott. Then at the wheel, the Liberty University, number 24, William Byron. And at the wheel, the Ally number 48, making his final start at the Last Great Colosseum, 2017 spring winner here and 7-time series champion, Jimmy Johnson. Then in the Exalta Paint Coating Services, number 88 Chevy, the greatest showman sees driver Alex Bowman. Joe Gibbs Racing has their quartet of Toyotas ready to roll into Bristol like this. The 13-time winning organization leads the way with defending race winner driving into FedEx office, number 11 Toyota. We have Denny Hamlin. Then in the Skittles, number 18, still looking for that first win of the season, returning to one of his best tracks, a driver who's won here in the past 3 seasons, it's Kyle Rowdy Busch. Then in the Bass Pro Shops, number 19 Toyota MTJ, Martin Truex Jr. And driving in the Auto Owners Insurance, number 20, a 2-time Xfinity Series winner here in his career, the Jones boy, Eric Jones. For Germain Racing, driving into Geico number 13 Chevy, we have driver Ty Dillon. And then at the Rick Ware Racing Stable, their quartet of Chevys rolls like this. Driving into Thrive number 15, it's JJ Yeley. And then for the Panini America, number 27 Ford, running double duty this weekend is Gray Galding. For Donate Life on car number 51, we have Cedar Rapids, Iowa's Joey Gase. Of a brand new paint scheme on Honor Heroes number 53 Chevy, it's driver James Davison. For the Wood Brothers and car number 21, the Menards Dutch Boy Ford sees Guido Matt DiBenedetto needs a win to make it into the next round of the playoffs. And out of the Go Fast Racing Stable, the Schletter Systems number 32 Ford, that's Super Shoes Corey LaJoy. For Front Row Motorsports, their duo of Fords rolls off like this. In the Love's Travel Stop sponsored number 34 entry, it's Michael McDowell. Driving into Set Guard number 38, rookie driver John Hunter Nemechek. For JTG Darty Racing, their duo of Chevys looks like this, with the Bush's Beans number 37 having short track ace Ryan Preece, and in the Kroger number 47, we have driver Ricky Stenhouse Jr. Richard Petty Motorsports is in action with the Cash App number 43 Chevy of Darrell Bubba Wallace Jr. And then driving for MBM Motorsports, he's in the roofclaims.com number 66. The driver running every race this weekend is Timmy Hill. For Spire Motorsports, in the number 77 Chevy, we have driver Reed Sorensen. And in the return of BJ McLeod Motorsports, their number 78 Chevy back with driver Garrett Smithley. Then for Levine Family Racing, driving in the Ream number 95 Toyota, it's rookie driver and Xfinity Series winner here last season, Christopher Bell. Rounding off our entry list into Toyota Service Centers number 96 from Monterrey, Mexico, it's Daniel Suarez. Now let's have a look at your Speedway Collective fantasy picks, 2 drivers from each category that I think could bring home some points to your fantasy team here in the Bristol Night Race. In the A class, not a surprise at all, my starter is Kyle Busch. And that number 18 showed up strong here in the spring with a 4th place finish. I think he can go 3 spots better with determination on the line to get that first win on the season. Don't count out that driver of the number 18. But if you want to go with another driver, how about his teammate Denny Hamlin in at number 11? Hamlin also had a strong run here in the spring, and he's your defending race winner. Denny already strong in these playoffs, locked into the next round, so he's going to be aggressive. Keep an eye out on driver number 11. In the B class, I went with Kyle as my A starter. I'm going with Kurt as my B starter. Kurt Busch, a 6-time winner here at Bristol. This is one of his best tracks on the tour. I expect him to do very well, as with his teammate Matt Kenseth in the number 42. Kenseth's won here 4 times in his career and always shows up here driving in those cars, so keep an eye out on him. In the C class, I like the looks of Austin Dillon. I'm buying into his success here in the playoffs, back-to-back top 10 finishes. I think he can make that 3 top 10 finishes in the round of 16, advance to that round of 12, look out for Austin Dillon. And Chris Buescher in at number 17, across his career here at Bristol, he's had some incredible moments, so I look for him to have another great run here on Saturday night. Then in the D class, Timmy Hill, can't go wrong with him running every race this weekend. He finished top 15 in the Xfinity Series race and top 20 in the Truck Series race. He's going to be looking to back up the strong run he had here in the spring and at number 66. And how about Michael McDowell? McDowell showed up here in the spring and also had a great run in the All-Star Open. I look for him to have a strong run as well, and that Loves Travel Stops number 34 as your D-Class driver. Now let's have a look at your race stats ahead of the Bass Pro Shops NRA Bristol Night Race, where the field will line up for 500 laps, 266.5 miles around the .53 mile Bristol Motor Speedway. Stage 1 and Stage 2 go off at 125 laps apiece. The final stage will be 250 laps, and your defending race winner is Denny Hamlin. Don't forget to catch the 2020 Bristol Night Race live on Saturday night, September 19th at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time on NBCSN. Thank you guys so much for watching this NASCAR race preview video. For more motorsports content, check out my newest video by clicking on the left, hit that circle in the middle to subscribe. Check out that video on the right. It's one you don't want to miss. You can follow me on Twitter at KEMMO Cup Series, and with another NASCAR race preview video. This has been KEMMO on YouTube saying thanks so much for watching. We'll see you in the next motorsports video.